Ollie, how's it feel to first of all have Gus and Paddy back?
Oh, it's awesome. I guess it's added an extra step to all the boys' steps. It's awesome to have them back after what they've been through, and I guess not just for the last, say, 10 months. It's probably been for the last 3 years that they've had to have that hanging over their heads. So it's awesome to see them out here today, excited, in really good nick, ready to go.
They got a smile on their face. They're pretty happy to be back as well, are they, with the playing group?
They surely are. Look, they've both had probably struggles throughout the year, being away from the boys, being away from what they love to do, and they're not the only ones with smiles. Kenny's got a big smile on his face, Burjo and everyone, and as well all us players. So it's exciting to have them back.
What will they do for the team this year?
Look, they both had that experience that we've probably lacked. That now seeing those big moments in games where you need that little experience to get over the line. Obviously, Paddy adds that extra depth to go with Lobes and some of our younger ruckmen. And obviously, Gussie, we know what he is. He's that antagonist in the forward line that's able to either do a job or kick a couple of crucial goals. So they're really important to our setup, and just over the moon to have them back.
And yourself, what kind of nick are you in? How raring to go are you?
Yeah, no, I'm really excited this year. Along with all the other boys, I guess Preseason has a bit of a headline over it of being grueling and just you want to get through it. But I guess this year we're really excited to attack it, and nothing comes easy, and you got to work to get to where you want to be. So the first of 4 year boys are back today. There's a good group of us, and we're really excited to kick things off.
You spent a bit of time at the Nike facility in Oregon. Did you learn much over there, or was that more of a leisure time?
No, that part of the trip was certainly a learning experience. We got to experience some incredible facilities and look at some new training techniques, and Burjo really encouraged us to sort of keep our eyes open and take in as many things as we could to perhaps bring them back, to give ideas to KT and Chris Davies of perhaps what we could do to improve our facilities or improve what we do to make us a better team. So we had a really good crew of us over there, and it was a really beneficial trip.
Was there anything you learnt specifically, training techniques or just anything that you'll take on board this year?
A few things probably in the recovery processes. The Nike guys sort of talked to us through a few things that could perhaps prolong our years, get us through the year better, and help us to be able to perform later in the season when perhaps other guys are starting to drop off, being fatigued and having nothing left in the body. So probably from that side of it, we've got some ideas that hopefully not many other AFL clubs have got to be able to improve our recovery techniques.
Ollie, how strong is the driving force? So 2 tough years for Port Adelaide, and in the trade period, people like Hartland and Logan had their name bandied about. How strong is the driving force among the group to get back as a finalist next year?
Oh, I guess we're as hungry as ever. As any team, we want to get there, and obviously from the previous 2 years, we probably, fair enough, we don't have any external expectations on us to do any well. So I guess there's always that internal expectations amongst ourselves to really do well, and we want to be that team we were a few years ago. We don't like harping on where we got to, but we know our list is the same. As players, we're fit as we've ever been, and there's just a few things we've got to tidy up, and a few little technical things that within our game that sort of let us down at times. So I think we've done well, and the coaches have worked hard over the off season to really identify where we've been going wrong, and look, we've got the next 5 months to hopefully work on that and fix it going into round 1.
So how can you get back? What are those areas that you can get back to being a finalist again?
I think it's probably no mystery to anyone that watches footy. Probably our kicking efficiency and skill efficiency is probably the main thing. It probably lets us down at times, and our fitness relies on being able to hit targets and not have silly turnovers. So I think once we get our kicking efficiency up to scratch and going the right way, I think all our game comes together, and our fitness starts to come into it, and we're not using our run to defend as much. We can use it to attack a little bit more.
Ollie, we're not saying day one of pre-season, but every year Burjo's pre-season seems to evolve into slightly different focuses. Do you have any idea how that's going to be lined up this year? I don't know yet.
Not yet. Not sure as of yet. He sort of keeps that a little bit of mystery. They like to play a few mind games with us, keep us guessing. So I guess I only tell as time goes on. I think first couple of weeks like to ease us into it a little bit. We've been kicking in our off season a little bit, but there's a tendency to come straight back into training and do a lot of kicking and muscles get pulled and stuff. So I think in terms of the first couple of weeks, it'll be fairly stock standard and easing it back into it. But after that, I guess the world's his oyster, and whatever he desires, he sort of plans for us. But look, Burjo's pre-seasons are always hard to get through and challenging, so we wouldn't have it any other way. You got to work hard to get where you want to go, so we're looking forward to that.
Is that where the growth of this team's going to come from? Is from I suppose, obviously you didn't get any players during the trade period, so it's all from the young guys already on the list and the senior players having better seasons than they had this year.
Yeah, definitely, and we were able to blood a lot of young players last year. Darcy Byrne-Jones, a few guys late, Riley Bonner, Will Snelling, so we've been able to get a lot of games into those young guys, and obviously we're looking for improved guys for myself to the senior players. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that goes. We've got Paddy and Gus coming back in, obviously, so there's a lot of upside, and yeah, I guess a lot of the growth's come from those young guys, and obviously we've done well to get a lot of high draft picks in the draft. So those guys will come in, inject some youth, and I guess a little bit of talent, hopefully, and we'll be on our way.
We're seeing Jackson Trengove out here this morning. It must be good to see him, obviously as a senior player, to come in during his time off to get some extra training.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's good to see Jacko. He's that kind of guy, always coming down, getting amongst the young guys, and I'm sure over the next 2 weeks there'll be a lot of other guys. I know Hamish Hartlett was going to come down today for a run, and I think Boki will be down. So the boys will get around us for this first couple of weeks. Everyone's raring to go, and I guess it just shows the hunger that Jacko and these senior guys who come down have to really progress our year, because a lot of other guys would want their extra 2 weeks, but these guys are coming down wanting to get into it.
You talked about Hamish there, and touched on it before. Him and Lobes having their names bandied about in trade week, and they're still here. Is that hard for them coming back, or is that just part of it?
Nah, not hard at all. It was funny, we were over in America and there was a few tweets coming out, Hamish Hartlett, the boys are unhappy with him, and we're sitting around a table all together just laughing it off. It's, I guess they're probably the only names that came out of the media, but I think everyone's name was up in the air. We didn't really know what was going on, so to have those guys back, it's brilliant. We back them to the moon. As a playing group, we know what Hearts and Lobes are capable of at their best, and we're all looking to get to that best this year. So it's brilliant to have them back. We're welcome with open arms. They never really left us, so they've always been here. Happy to have them.
Beautiful.
Thanks guys.
Thanks.
Work well.